Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It's 6 o'clock, and it's time to bring the April 27th, 2026 Committee of Council meeting to order. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that the land upon which we gather is unceded Mi'kmaq territory, Epiwik, Prince Edward Island. Mi'kmaq is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. We pay our respects to the indigenous Mi'kmaq people who have occupied this island for over 12,000 years, past, present, and future. So tonight, just to let everybody know, we have a regular meeting which will be held first. We have as part of that meeting, we have a closed session. And after the closed session, we will come back into the regular meeting if we need to make a motion. And then after that, we have a special meeting. So I need an approval of the agenda, but second? Yep. Okay, second? Okay, I'd like to propose an amendment to the agenda. I'd like to add 8.5. John has given you a copy of 8.5. It's a request from Joe Donahoe, and it's an independent study on seasonal residents' critical part of Three Rivers economy. So Joe's requesting we do a study on that, and you have the copy. So, motion to amend the agenda? So moved. Okay, second? Okay, all in favor of the agenda with the motion, with the amendment, sorry? Okay. Number 3 is disclosure of conflict of interest. Do we have any conflict of interest on any of the items in the agenda this evening? No? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to number 4, which is on page 2. It's the adoption of the draft March 23rd, 2026 Committee of Council meeting. So the motion is to adopt the draft March 2023, 2026 Committee of Council minutes. I need a mover and a seconder. Okay. Second, okay. Give you a chance to look over those minutes before we approve them. Any comments or discussion on the minutes? We do have 5 if you wish to address any business arising from the minutes. Okay, all in favor of the minutes as presented? Okay, that motion is carried. Business arising from the minutes, is there anybody that would like to discuss anything that's in the minutes? Or any business? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to 6, which is presentations and delegations. And we have no presenters tonight. So we'll move right into number 7, which is reports. The first report is on page 6, I believe, or no, I'm sorry. It's the library semi-annual report, and we have somebody here from the library. Welcome. And yeah, you can just turn on your mic there. Yep, you're live. Pardon? No.
Thank you, Your Worship, members of council, and other community members and staff. My name is Alicia McDonald-Dowell, and I am the Regional Library Manager for Montague, Georgetown, and Murray River Murray Harbor Libraries. And I'm here to give our semi-annual report on Montague and Georgetown. I've given you my apologies that we weren't able to send out the digital version ahead of time, but I'm going to have copies sent out to you tomorrow. I've brought a portion of our annual report that's given out for the entire province. I didn't attach all 25 library statistics in there. It will be in the full digital version. You'll just have the Montague and Georgetown ones in there. You'll see that there is a brief mention just on that first page about just basically the library beginnings. And of note, specifically for Montague, is that in 1933, the first library branch on PEI was started in Montague, which is kind of a really interesting fact for us. It was part of a library demonstration because it felt that Montague, because of its size and population and very defined land borders, was a really great opportunity to showcase how public libraries could work to the betterment of communities, and I would like to think that we have proven that time and again. And so it was just a little bit of history that we included there. Overview of the public library service, again, that we, consist of the 25 branch libraries, 4 of them within schools, 3 are French language libraries, that we are governed by the Public Libraries Act. All of that is in there, and then a message from our director as well. And I did want to point it in there because it really speaks to what we've seen from youth over the last year. Just talking about 2025 was another eventful year, not just for PEI libraries, but the world in general. And in the current climate of uncertainty, people are searching for meaning and connections. At the PEI Public Library Service, we strive each day to provide inclusive, interactive, and safe spaces where any islander can feel part of a larger community. Whether you come to our facilities to use our public computers and Wi-Fi, participate in a program, or borrow one of our free resources, we are here to serve you and help you find the information you need. And we really feel strongly that that's been shown and demonstrated time and again in our branches. By the numbers, that first page, these are provincial, and this is for 2025 for the calendar year last year. I won't go through all of them, but I'll just point out a few, that there was over 700,000 total items borrowed last year. There was over 6,000 new library cards issued, with over 50,000 library card holders across the island. Over 46,000 public computer sessions, 161,000 website visits, and almost 5,000 library programs offered, with over 53,000 library program attendees across the province. We were very, very busy. Our branches included, and it's just a really neat snapshot to kind of see how we fit within that bigger picture. And when you do get the full annual report for the province, I would urge you to kind of take a look, because it kind of gives you an idea of how we fit in amongst that. And each branch shows how many hours we're open and how many days we're open a week, to kind of put some of those statistics within context, and so you can kind of compare the smaller branches and those numbers across the board. There's a what's new section, and just kind of highlights a couple of the new items that were added. There's a new online room booking software and an online program calendar that has been in use now for the public can check out the website and can view programs just by each branch, making it much easier for them to kind of see what's going on and connect to the programs. And then we've got some new kits that were added. We have a ghost hunting kit that is available to borrow. Get ready for kindergarten kits, which has been obviously very popular. We've been touring around to the different Welcome to Kindergarten events, so we've been promoting those. Storytime to Go kits and wellness kits, including heart health and cognitive care themed kits that are available to borrow. And then for stats, the library branches, the 2025 usage on that next page there is for all of the calendar year. Because we come and visit twice a year, we usually break down our stats in that 6 month. So I won't go over those ones specifically, but rather the main details are on that last double-sided page. So all of the stats here are from October 1st to March 31st. So I'll just go over Georgetown real quick. They have 103 programs offered with 1,591 attendees. Georgetown is very heavily, most of those programs are the school class-related visits, those programs, but they are finding that they're having many more adults coming into the adult programs that they're offering once a month, which has been great to see. We've got a much more consistent group that coming in and enjoying those there. They have continued to partner with local organizations such as Junior Achievement to offer programs to students in the community. They have started offering the Pause to Read program with Alicia and Serendipity, the therapy dog. This began just a couple weeks ago and is running over a span of 4 weeks, and we're hoping to continue it if it goes well. The after-school program that Georgetown was offering has been shifted. Instead of offering on Wednesday afternoons, they are now offering the more robust programs during PD days and holidays. And as a result, we found that we've actually got families coming out because parents are coming to the library with their kids and spending the time there, which has been wonderful to see. We've got more attendance at our Read, Sing, Play family story time. We've been offering one-on-one support with some of the kindergarten students and staff who are looking for ways to stay motivated throughout the school day. The ongoing class visits are continuing that offer students regular opportunities to access library resources and materials. And Wednesdays continue to be a time, even though there isn't an actual program, we still have students that are coming in and spending the time to use the computers, game, do some crafts, and just hang out with their friends. It offers them a spot to just come and hang out and be and not have to worry about what they're up to in the community. And then after being closed last summer for building maintenance, we are looking forward to offering summer reading club programs in the community once again this summer. We are excited to see how that goes as well. And then Montague on the back page there. So these stats are October 1st to March 31st. I will note that I don't have the visitor stats that we normally would have there for our door count. We've been having some issues with the door counter, and I need to fix some of the files. I don't have those, unfortunately. In the branch news area, our tech help by appointment has seen steady participation over the winter months. So folks are able to just book an appointment with the staff member at a time that suits them. And we've been able to assist with both tech-related troubleshooting and instruction for a wide variety of issues. We hosted a card making station for Santa's for seniors and Valentine's for vets, and it gave families in the community the opportunity to spread holiday cheer to those who might need some extra encouragement. Many thanks to Three Rivers for the invitation to participate in Winterval. The library offered an afternoon of fun and games, and we look forward to collaborating on more events in the future. In partnership with CBC, the library hosted live streaming coverage of the Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games. Local author Stella Shepard visited our book club recently to discuss her latest book, The Baby Train, offering insight into the story and her writing process. The Community Income Tax Preparation Program continues to be very popular. We have facilitated approximately 362 returns in March and April, and it's been significantly easier to manage this year thanks to the more flexible layout of the library space after the work we did last summer, and having that additional space and ability to use the tables and whatnot has made it much easier to assist folks with that. We have a third volunteer from Inclusions East starting this week, assisting with various tasks around the library while gaining skills and experience. And in continuation with their Seaside Experiences partnership with Northumberland Ferries Limited, we participated in Doors Open Down East 2026 aboard the MV Northumberland, and we'll also be back again this summer offering library programming on 4 different Saturdays for a total of 8 crossings, which will be very exciting to continue with. And the Friends of the Montague Rotary Library Group have been approved, again, to hire a summer student to run the summer reading club. So we are looking forward to advertising that and hiring a local student. That is all we have. If anyone has any questions.
Busy spot.
Very busy.
I have one question. The early years center delivery service. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes,
Do you
so
offer that in Montague?
We do. So the early year centers can either, they have a centralized delivery option that they can do through headquarters. Because the Montague region was the one that we kind of were the initial starting point for that, we actually offer that out of our branch. So Chandra actually will go out, usually it's once a month to each early learning center and bring them a bag of books that they can request, whether it's like, oh, we're going to do this theme if you have anything like that, or sometimes they're like, we just want a smattering of books. And so then we'll take them out, we send them out to their account, drop them off, pick up the old ones, and swap them out.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you're certainly busy. Thank you for everything you do, and it's great to have you here to do the report. So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
7.2 is Georgetown Fire and Rescue Quarterly Report, but it's in your package on page 6. I don't think we have anybody here, do we, for the Georgetown? No. So if you have any questions on that, you can direct them to Andrea, and she can send them off to the correct person to get your answers. So we'll move on to page 8, which is request for decisions. The first request for decision is 26-19 Montague Streetscape Lighting Phase 2, and I'll ask Dorothy to take that over.
Thank you, Your Worship. Last fall, 15 new decorative streetlights were installed as part of the ongoing Montague Streetscape revitalization effort. These new fixtures have already begun to reshape the look and feel of our downtown, making it brighter and more welcoming for residents, businesses, and visitors. To complete the vision for a beautifully illuminated Main Street, 18 additional streetlights remain to be replaced. The 2026-27 budget includes funding not only for those remaining upgrades, but also additional new planters and benches. These enhancements will help create a consistent, attractive public space that encourages people to spend more time downtown, improve pedestrian safety, and support local businesses. Investing in beautification is not just about appearance. It contributes to community pride, economic vitality, safety, comfort, and a welcoming downtown. A quote was requested from Hanson's Electric to supply and install 18 decorative streetlights, half equipped with banner poles and half equipped with plant support poles. Electrical receptacles installed on each pole and all placed on the existing bases. The total project cost is $156,442 plus HST. A total of $179,908.30. So the request is that Hanson's be awarded the contract to install the streetlights for Montague's Main Street modernization, with funding coming from the Canada Community Building Fund, the CCBF.
Sorry. Okay, you've heard the request. Discussion? Move it ahead? Okay. Agreement to move it ahead. Okay. 8.2 on page 9 is request for decision 26-20, engineering services, John Beer Sidewalk. And that's Dorothy as well.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Yep.
Engineering services are required for the John Beer Sidewalk project. An RFP was issued with responses from 3 engineering firms. The submissions were Coles at $33,128 plus HST, CBCL $34,700 plus HST, and Harborside Engineering at $48,340 plus HST. The capital budget allocated CCBF funding for this project, and an application was submitted for active transportation funding. A decision is still pending on the latter funding. A brief review of the proposals is attached for your reference. So the request is that council provide direction on which engineering firm should be awarded the contract.
Thank you, Dorothy. Okay, discussion on this, Alan?
Yeah, I suggest going with Coles.
Okay. Anybody else? John?
It's lower by a small margin. CBCL has done majority of our engineering on sidewalks, and there is a storm sewer component of this, right? Does that include the storm sewer? Or is that just the sidewalk?
Go ahead, Dorothy.
This is just to get them to do the engineering design for the sidewalk and to do the surveying and to lay out what would need to be put in place to put the sidewalk in place. So it would include the stormwater issues, you know, because it will do the geotechnical, which would give us the lay of the land and where the issues are, yeah.
But not the actual engineering?
No, there will be a complete design to come back to council after the end of this project.
Very good. Yeah, has Coles, they've done some of their sidewalks, isn't it?
Don't think so. No, I don't think
No?
they did this building, but I don't think they did any sidewalks. We have done work with both firms.
Yeah. And the difference is what, $1,500?
Yep.
Would there be any, other than monetary, would there be any benefit going with Coles as opposed to an engineer that has already done multiple work for us in the town?
Alan?
Coles is a professional company. It's $1,500. We put out an ask. They came back to us. There's no proof in the past that Coles haven't done good work. I think we go with Coles.
Regina?
I would support that to go with Coles because, you know, I know they've done, if one company has done some sidewalks, but I think it's good to spread it out, especially if the price comes in cheaper here. Being beholden to just one company because they've done good work is a little bit risky, you know. Anyway, that's just my opinion.
One that hasn't done sidewalks before. It's always dealing with one that hasn't done sidewalks before.
Can you confirm, John, that you know they haven't done sidewalks in other municipalities?
Have they done sidewalks for us? before?
Not for us,
We've had
but I
sidewalks.
assume they've done it for other communities.
We've had sidewalks that didn't fare up compared to with Oster's Brothers, going on Main Street, for example. They had to be done later, or redone again.
But Dorothy, this is not, this is a design. So we're not issuing, an RFP or a request for proposals for the actual construction of the sidewalks. This is just design. Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
So in regards to Coles, in their package, they listed that the sidewalks that they've done is the Kepik Road in Stratford, the Georgetown Road sidewalk and bicycle lanes in Stratford. And so those are the two that they've listed that they've done in the last few years, but not for Three Rivers currently.
Okay, we have to decide whether to move this ahead with Coles or CBCL. We may as well go around the table. Cody? Coles? Coles? Coles, that's 4.
Convince me, sure. I'll go Coles. That's
Coles
what
and
debate's all
Coles.
about.
Okay, we'll move it ahead with the proposal to accept, with the proposal from Coles. Okay. 8.3 is on page 12, and it's request for decision 26-21 mascot design and RIV, and that is Dorothy as well.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Yep.
Town Council selected a river otter as the official mascot image for the town of Three Rivers with the name Riv. Following council direction, a professional mascot design company was engaged to produce a finalized character design reflective of the town's identity and values. River otters are native to Prince Edward Island and are closely associated with healthy river systems, clean water, and strong ecosystems. As a river-dwelling species, the otter provides a direct and meaningful connection to the Three Rivers that gives the municipality its name and shapes its geography. Community submissions supported the mascot concept, also emphasized the symbolism of rivers as representing connection, flow, and unity, which aligns with the spirit of Three Rivers as a merged and collaborative community. The finalized mascot Riv is a two-toned brown river otter with a tall, lean, athletic build that conveys both strength and agility. He wears a captain's hat, symbolizing leadership and guidance, and a blue fishing vest, proudly featuring the town's logo and the slogan "Where History is Made." It reflects not only natural environment, but also the people, heritage, and the sense of place that define our community. Together, these elements capture what we value most and what continues to shape Three Rivers today. A compass is displayed on the vest, representing direction, navigation, and shared purpose as acknowledgement of both the town's history and its forward-looking approach. Riv's design also incorporates softer elements intended to ensure broad community appeal. His eyes reflect the blue of the river, and his friendly, whimsical smile represents an approachable and welcoming presence for residents and visitors of all ages. The overall character balances professionalism with playfulness, making Riv suitable for use at community events, recreational programs, tourism initiatives, and municipal promotions. As a mascot, Riv is intended to serve as a community ambassador, enforcing the town's values of connection, environmental stewardship, leadership, and community pride. The design provides long-term flexibility for use across print, digital, and event-based applications while remaining clearly identifiable as a symbol of Three Rivers. So the request is that council approve the mascot design that they were presented.
Okay, you've heard the request. Wayne?
Was it a committee that decided this, Dorothy? What?
Well, we moved it ahead. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I just heard a lot of people saying when they heard a river otter, they were kind of disgusted, so.
We asked for submissions, and we got quite a number, and this was the one that council decided on.
Okay.
John?
I think Riv is gonna be a great addition to the town of Three Rivers. And I think residents will enjoy them and the kids as well.
Move forward? Okay, move Riv forward. Okay, 8.4 is on page 16, and it's RFD 26-22 extension pathway Sackville Station. And Dorothy, that's turn that over to you as well.
Thank you, Your Worship. Construction of the Sackville to Station Street pathway is currently underway. Prior to the construction phase, town staff requested the closure of Station Street, and as part of that process, the Department of Transportation contacted the town to review entrance and exit points for the new pathway. The pathway was specifically designed to allow users to navigate the steep slope safely. Presently, a narrow gravel path runs from Sackville Street down to Station Street. While heavily used by pedestrians, this path was extremely steep and unsafe. Numerous near-miss incidents were observed with skateboarders, cyclists, and parents with strollers who used the route to access the waterfront. The province's transportation department manages the town's municipal streets and requires that any pathway abutting a roadway must connect directly to a sidewalk. In addition, sidewalks must be present on both sides of the road before a sidewalk can be installed. To meet these crosswalk can be installed. To meet these requirements, sidewalk pathway extensions are needed at both Sackville Street and Station Street. The attached sketch illustrates the required sidewalk extensions. These extensions will ensure pedestrians do not enter areas where parked vehicles may be pulling out, backing up, or where moving traffic is present, thereby improving overall pedestrian safety on both streets. The previous approved project budget did not include contingency funding. As a result, additional funding will need to be allocated in order to complete the required sidewalk extensions and meet transportation standards. Transportation will install the crosswalks and maintain them. To avoid construction delays and ensure the project proceeds safely and efficiently, a timely decision regarding the allocation of additional funding is requested. The request is to allow for the additional $66,503.75 plus HST be allotted to the Sackville Station Street Pathway Project, with funding being obtained from the CCBF 12.5.7 to complete the change of scope extensions to the project.
Okay, you've heard the request, discussions? John, go ahead.
I think this is a long time coming. Move it ahead for sure. But the place where the walkway comes near to the deck from Perrins, will the residents be able to access the walkway from there, or will they have to come down if they want to go to the waterfront? Will they be able to access that from that deck?
Go ahead, Dorothy.
I'm not sure I'm clear. Do you mean where Perrin's emergency deck is?
Well, it has the deck right here on the back.
That's their,
Is that an
that's their
emergency deck?
emergency deck for
Oh,
parents,
okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Well, I guess they won't be accessing it from there.
Okay, so move it ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now we're down to the addition to the agenda, which is 8.5. And I guess this is on March 26. Joe Donahoe requested, put it in request for decision. And he wants us to have seasonal residents are a critical part of the Three Rivers economy. Inclusion, do not discriminate for financial. Partner with Eastern Chamber and the town tourism PEI and have JUPA, J-U-P-I-A, consultant do a study on the financial benefits of seasonal residents bring to the town of Three Rivers. So, discussion on that? So the request is to have a study on the benefits that seasonal residents bring to Three Rivers. And he's looking to partner with the town, I guess, the Eastern Chamber of Commerce and Tourism PEI, and I presume the town.
So the request is that we would reach out to those, ask them to help us fund a study. Will they do a survey of the residents? Will they do
Well, he's asking that we hire this consultant firm, JUPIA, I think it is, isn't that what it is?
Yeah, they're a firm based in New Brunswick, and they do, just from their website, some economic impact analysis. So I think the request is to hire them, or to partner first with Eastern Chamber of Commerce and Tourism PEI, and hire this firm to do a study on the financial benefits of seasonal residents.
I think that company did the economic impact of the ferry just recently with the Chamber of Commerce. I think maybe where that's coming from. Go ahead, Martina.
Well, I know that this has been an issue with Joe for a long time, double taxing seasonal residents. And there's no problem doing a study, but right now we're paying as a council for a study on the pool and the benefits to the community as a whole, and that's costing us a lot of money, or it will cost us a lot of money and a lot of staff time. And this is, what I'm seeing here is a lot of work. Again, staff time, RFPs, but not then just to mention the money that it's gonna cost. So, I would say Joe should approach the chamber for this kind of research is this something the town, right now, it's not in our budget?
Thank you, Your Worship. I wouldn't doubt that the Chamber of Commerce and Tourism PEI have stats already on this. We could ask them, and that's,
Yeah, we can do that.
I mean, that's, they should have the stats on that.
Yes, I imagine there's a number of tourism surveys that could have been done. Councilor Monroe?
Yeah, no, I just, I'm a little confused with his, under communications, it says inclusion, and I think that says, do not or don't discriminate for financial gain. I'm not sure, he's asking for a study on the benefits, but he's also talking about discrimination, so I'm not quite clear on what he's actually asking for here, so at this time, I'm not interested.
Okay. Okay, we moving it forward? No. Okay. That's the end of our request for decisions. So now I need a motion. We're moving into part 9 of our agenda, which is I need a motion to move into a closed session. Moved by Deputy Mayor Jenkins, second by Councilor McFarland. All in favor? Okay, opposed? I don't see any opposed. So right now, I'm sorry, we have to, yeah, and we're moving into a closed session, and if there is a motion to be made, we will open back up anyway, whether there's a motion or not. To, I don't know, do we have to close this one, or do we just have to open it back up? Close. Okay, moved and seconded, did you get that? Okay. Okay, so we're back in, an open session, 9.3 is our open session, and after, discussions, we have one, one thing to do. 9.1, the motion is, be it resolved, the council, having reviewed the independent investigator's report, finds that the planning board chair, Ann Van Donkersgoed, did not breach the town of Three Rivers Code of Conduct in relation to the complaint filed by a resident, and that the complaint against Councillor Van Donkersgoed is dismissed. So I need a motion to accept this. I need a mover and a seconder to accept the motion, sir. Okay, moved by Councillor McFarland and second by Deputy Mayor Jenkins. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No, motion is carried. Okay, a motion for adjournment of this session. Okay, moved by Councilor Monroe, second by Councilor McLean. Okay.